Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tough Tony Ann. You may remember me from such videos as the review of WWE TLC, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, why TNA moving to Monday nights is going to be horrible for them. But today I'm going to do something new. Normally I usually do mostly reviews. Today I'm going to do something new. I'm going to do a predictions video because I never did one of them. Of course, we all know that WrestleMania is tomorrow. This is Saturday morning, I believe. I think it's 11 something. But anyway, I'm just going to break down all these WrestleMania matches and predictions, what I think is going to happen, what I want to happen, things like that, and breaking down each match piece by piece. I don't know if I have every match. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 9 matches signed, or maybe 10, because I don't know what the Divas are doing. Maybe it's a Raw versus SmackDown Divas thing. Who knows? But first, I'm going to talk about the Money in the Bank ladder match. This year, for the first time, there are 10 of these 10 participants in this year's Money in the Bank. You have Christian, Kane, MVP, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, Drew McIntyre, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, and Shelton Benjamin. Now, as far as Shelton is concerned, I would like for him to get an opportunity, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to see him get an opportunity because I think he's kind of bland, he's plain. I think he's a little boring, personally. And just to think, him winning Money in the Bank and, I don't think, he's a good competitor, but I just don't think he's world championship material. Not just yet. Maybe when all the top dogs leave. But they owe Shelton that because he's been in the WWE since 2001. I don't believe he's ever been significantly out for a long time with an injury, and he's been working the roster all this time. So, and the funny thing is they call him the gold standard, and he hasn't held the title since he called himself the gold standard. And out of all the guys here, Kofi Kingston is one of 2 of the 10 that I believe can win this match. Because unlike most of these guys here, Kofi Kingston has actually wrestled against some of the top guys on Raw. And Kofi Kingston's already widely liked by so many fans. So I think it'd be good for him to be a world champion. Dolph Ziggler, I don't have to say anything else about that. Matt Hardy, it'd be nice if Matt won it. But they have to do a lot with his character. Because see, WWE champion and world champion are 2 different things. Anybody can be world champion, but WWE champ, you have to have the image, you got to be able to carry the company or wrestle against people who's going to carry the company like Randy Orton does with John Cena. And I'm not saying that Orton's carrying Cena, is quite frankly the other way around, because every match that Orton has, he gets carried in, even when he goes up against people as horrible in the ring as John Cena. But it'd be nice for Matt, but I don't, because on SmackDown, is a different atmosphere than Raw. Like SmackDown, anybody come in. You can have Jeff Hardy and CM Punk as world champion. You can have anybody as world champion. And for God is my witness, if Drew McIntyre wins this fucking match, I'm gonna shit myself. Because I don't really care for Drew McIntyre. I really don't. And I really don't want to see him accomplish nothing. Technically, it's bad enough he's already walking around with the Intercontinental title. I don't think Evan Bourne is going to win this match, but I hope he does some exciting stuff, because I hope this Money in the Bank ladder match is a lot better than last year's Money in the Bank ladder match that was like, 10 minutes filled with botch moves and botch high-risk maneuvers. Jack Swagger, I don't see him doing nothing. Like, Jack Swagger, they can't even give him a damn U.S. title, let alone a world title. So, I don't even know why Jack Swagger's in here. MVP, I can't stand. I don't like MVP. I don't like him in the ring, but he's never going to be world champion, especially if he stays on Raw. Because you figure To be World WWE Champion on Raw is quite a task, because you figure that if you become WWE Champion on Raw, you're going to have to be able to beat Cena and Triple H and Orton on a day-to-day basis. And I don't see MVP doing that. It'd be nice if Kane could win, because I mean, if you have the Undertaker walking around as World Champion, you could have Kane. Kane gets title shots, but Kane hasn't competed for a world title in one-on-one competition since Benoit held it. So, Christian, I'm pointing towards. Like, if Kofi, I know I'm probably going to be surprised, but I don't mind seeing Christian win. I like Christian. I liked him when he was in TNA, but I'm pulling for Christian in this one, I would have to say. Next up, this is in no particular order. The match between Vince McMahon and Bret Hart. I am very, very iffy about this one. As my cousin keeps saying that I hope they have choreographed this match for weeks. Because if they haven't, it's going to be a total shit fest. And this is probably going to be the most uneventful, unemotional, no holds barred match we've seen in a long time. I'm pretty sure that this may be, I can't even say it's going to be the worst match on the card, but let's see, Vince is like what, 70 or pushing 70? Bret is like pushing 50, or if he's already over 50, he's pushing 60. So that's like Sting versus Hogan right now. Or even worse, Mick Foley and Sting. And we've seen the shit fest that produced. But I'm really not looking forward to that one, because we all know how I feel about Bret. And I really don't say much about Vince. But I think, of course, we know Bret's going to win this match. So, no fucking surprises there. Triple H and Sheamus. That's an add-on, because you know you have to have Triple H at WrestleMania for some capacity. He's not in any main events, and he's going to go up against Sheamus. And we already know that Sheamus is Triple H's boy anyway, because Sheamus is Triple H's workout partner. So you know Triple H is going to make him look good. Even though Triple H may win, he's probably going to win this match anyway. But you know Triple H is going to make his ass look good. It's a damn shame he can't do that for anybody else, except for the people that want to line up and kiss his ass. Just like Mr. Anderson's getting his push in TNA, because he's been kissing Hogan's ass all over Australia. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now, for those of you who watched WrestleMania 25 last year, we all know and seen that The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels is it was the best match on the fucking card last year. And hell, it was probably the best match all year. Actually, it was the best match all year. But anyway, I'm hoping that match lives up to the hype like it did last year. Because I'm not looking for them to blow the roof off the top of the house like they did last year. But I'm hoping for a good match. I really don't want to see Shawn Michaels win, but come on. Like they're going to I know his contract is running out, but like they're going to let Shawn Michaels just leave. I mean, he ain't doing shit anyway, but come on, it's Shawn Michaels. I just don't want him to win off the simple fact that Shawn Michaels is famous enough. And now you want to, if anybody was going to beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, I want it to be somebody with nothing to lose and everything to gain. You know, I want to see like a young bull beat him. You know, somebody who's technical. Like if it was another Brock Lesnar or something, maybe. But Shawn Michaels is famous enough. And he want this old motherfucker out of everybody that tried, you want to have him beat The Undertaker. That really disappoints me. But I'm thinking it's leaning towards Shawn Michaels, and it's really pissing me off to say. So, I'm almost out of time on this one, so I'm going to do part 2 of this video. I'm signing off.